First off, let's make this really clear. You don't need much to go out and have a good time. Hey, welcome to Kit Lab. Today we're going to talk about things you need when you go car camping, just real basic stuff. If you want to get into this for the first time, super easy to do and you don't need a lot, just a few things so you can go out and have a great time by yourself or with friends. We're going to talk about several things today. Most importantly, I want you to tell me if I missed something or there's something you can't live without when you're on the trail. So watch along with us and you can see if I missed something. So let's say you're just getting started. And what do you need to get out and have a really good time? Well, the first thing I think is some kind of vehicle that has four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. If you have something that has four-wheel drive, you'll be able to get further over obstacles or something if you're going to the campsite. Vehicle clearance is kind of a big deal because when you're driving along a trail or a road and there's a giant rock, you can just plow right through it and not worry about taking off your muffler. So your vehicle is pretty important just as long as you can get where you're going. So if you're going to be doing off-road camping, there's a chance you might get stuck. I always really recommend that you go with someone. If you are with someone, they have some supplies, but you always need to be able to get out of if you get stuck or in a place you need to get out of. Recovery gear is really important. I would make a kit with at least a couple hard shackles, soft shackles if you want to spend the extra money. You'll need a strap. Basic recovery gear without a winch. Recommend some kind of D-ring shackle. This has a little thing that unscrews out of here. You hook your strap in and you lock it up. It hooks to your vehicle to hook onto. This is a D-ring shackle and there's soft shackles. Soft shackles actually can pull more weight than this. Somehow this is stronger than this, even though it's made out of rope. It won't hurt anything because it's soft. It will float, so if you are in deep water or something, you drop one, this one will come up to the top. This one you'll never find. A couple hard shackles, soft shackles. If you want to spend the extra money, you'll need a strap. If someone's with you, they can pull you out. When we're talking about getting pulled out, there's two kinds of straps. There's just this regular static strap and there's a kinetic strap. I really like the kinetic because there's a lot less wear on your vehicle, and actually the energy built up in these helps pull out easier. They're quite a bit more expensive, but they work really, really well, and you could pull anyone out if you had one or someone could pull you out. A basic kit of some kind of recovery gear. The other thing that is not essential, but I would really recommend, is a pair of traction boards. Traction boards is if you get stuck or you're going through some giant deep rut, you stick these under your tires so your tires won't spin and it'll help you get traction and get out of wherever you're at. One of the things I always carry with me is traction boards no matter where I'm at. You have to be able to carry water if you're going to be out for more than 2 or 3 days. They say 7 gallons of water per day per person, which is a lot of water. The other thing that this worries me so much when I go out and I'm out, go down to Arkansas or somewhere like that, I worry about running out of fuel. When you're in four-wheel drive and you just don't get the gas mileage, especially when you're going over big obstacles or to get there. And a lot of places you're so remote, there's no gas stations around, so it's good to carry fuel either in roto packs or a jerry can. These jerry cans are what the NATO and the U.S. military uses. They work really well. They carry 5 gallons, so you can go 5 gallons or 2 gallons or 3 gallons. Just bring some fuel just so you can get closer to the gas station if you can't make it. Think about when you're out on the road, when it's snowing out, they always say bring like a emergency kit with water, a blanket, a medical kit, and some food. That's kind of what you need to be thinking when you go out to do this. So grab yourself a first aid kit. I'm sure you already have one at home. But there's all kinds of first aid kits out there. Just grab a first aid kit. This is a no-brainer, but when you camp, it usually gets dark and you can't see anything. I'm the #1 guy that forgets the flashlight. So make sure you pack some kind of light to put in your kit. We really like these Claymore lights. They're super high quality. They last forever. I camped like 4 times over 3 weekends and used a light without charging it. And it also charges your cell phone, which is a double bonus. dual purpose. These lights have a little battery charger so you can charge your phone, which is probably important to communicate with people. So grab yourself some kind of light and you'll be good. I don't know a lot, but the one thing I do know is food always tastes better in the woods. So make sure you pick something to cook your food. We got lots of different things. There's all kinds of apparatuses to cook. You really just need a burner to get by, but if you want to cook a gourmet meal, there's all kinds of things out there. Tumbler tusk is the most popular, all the way to a little jet boil. They all work. Just make sure you bring something that you can cook on. I just want to share this with you. I went camping one time with two gentlemen, and I got up in the morning and I forgot my coffee kit. And I asked one guy, "Hey, do you have some coffee I can borrow?" And he said, "I don't drink coffee." And the other guy said, "I don't drink coffee either. I drink tea." So I had to make really, really strong tea. So whatever you do, if you drink coffee, don't forget it because you'll have a huge headache in the morning. You can chew on some sassafras root. The most important thing to all this is you have somewhere to sleep because you're camping, right? Ground tents are great. A lot of people use rooftop tents. There's campers. They all work really well. Rooftop tents, you got to remember that you have to go up and down a ladder to go to the bathroom. You're up high, so there's lots of wind, but you sleep so much comfortable. So if you do get a rooftop tent, the other thing you need to go along with that, so let's say a rooftop tent is $3,500, you need a roof rack or roof bars, which between $500 and $1,500. So remember, if you get a rooftop tent, you're going to need both of those things to make it through. There's lots of good brands out there for roof racks. Rhino Rack, Front Runner, Prinsu. Up top, there's loads of different options. So you shouldn't really have any problem finding that. And then a tent, lots of different tents out there. We carry Roof Nest, James Baroud, and a few other brands that we have tested and really love. But find yourself a good rooftop tent if you need one. Now, if you don't want to go all in and spend $3,500 on a rooftop tent, we also sell all kinds of ground tents, and ground tents are wonderful. You don't have to have a roof rack. You can just stick them in the back, set them up, take them down. It's easy. It's even better if you can sleep on a cot or there's a pad in there, but you're on the ground and you don't have to go up and down a ladder. So today we talked about a lot of stuff. What kind of vehicle you need. We talked about recovery gear, emergency kit, fuel cans, lighting, cooking, tents, and the most important, coffee. Go out there and have a great time. Just get the basic things, get out there and get to doing it. Next week, we're going to talk about things you don't need, but I think you're really going to want to make camping more comfortable and fun for the family. Thanks for watching Kit Lab. This is Artemis Overland Hardware, artemisoverland.com. Like, subscribe, and leave comments at the bottom on what you think is very important to go out, get going on this Overland deal. We'll see you next week, and the hunt for adventure starts here.